Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's March 11th, 2026. Looking at a photo of top of Fox Peak from a couple weeks ago at this point. I've been slamming out at the huts on back-to-back hut trips, getting back into the weather patterns here. If you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask you to do a one-time donation, or even better, sign up for that monthly sustaining membership. We got lots of weather happening over the next 3 days, 4 days. We got increasing clouds today and increasing temperatures with that. Snow levels or snow showers are going to begin tonight and climb up to about 7,000 feet, maybe even a little warmer. The temperatures are looking pretty warm with this. And we're going to have some high winds. Winds have just been kind of above normal, I would say, if you can put that into a bracket. And that's going to continue. It's going to be a little bit more chill today, a little bit more increase for Thursday, and Saturday is going to be increased as well. This is looking at the mid-level water vapor map. You can see we have a low up here that's churning in this band of moisture here that's going to help that snow come in today. Look at the HRRR model. You will start to see a little bit of this snow, light snow maybe happening this afternoon in the northern Sawtooth and Banner area, and then not really much happening until like early or tonight into early tomorrow, where that moisture starts to build into Thursday night, into Friday. We can start to see that really form. So we're going to have a better look at this tomorrow and Friday. But let's look at some of the totals. This is through Saturday. Quite a good punch across the area. You know, in the mountains above 8,000 feet, it looks like we're going to get anywhere from 8 to 24 inches. The Sawtooth crest getting the best out of this. We're getting kind of northwest flow with westerlies, and with that temperature being warmer, really that's the best range that's going to get hit out of this. Banner might be doing well as, or do be well as, oh, can't talk this morning. Looking at the day to day, it looks like about 2 to 4, 6 inches in the high spots happening each day, each 12-hour period. If we look through this all the way until Thursday night, things start to wean a little bit on Friday, but then Friday night we get one last little punch as well. So let's look at what's going on in the jet stream, because this is what's setting us up here. Is this high up in Alaska and the high over kind of Baja area that is just squeezing this moisture through here, and really you can see how tight these the pressure gradient is, and the tighter gradient you have, the more increased winds you have. And when those winds line up perpendicular to the mountains like this, you squeeze out a lot of moisture. So that's what we're going to have going on here pretty much tonight through Saturday, Saturday with winds at least, but the moisture is going to kind of die out Saturday morning. So looking at the winds, this is looking at the HRRR model. You can see, I mean, on a normal day, this would be pretty windy. Like we're getting gusts into the 40s. But then you have that pressure gradient build a little bit more, and we're going to start to see, this is by tomorrow night, gust up to 50, and it's just going to keep increasing, especially if you're in the Lost Rivers. By Thursday, you can see a lot of crazy winds across the area to our north. I think I was seeing some gusts up into the 90s. So it kind of reminds me of that windstorm that we had earlier this season that was really toppling over a lot of trees. We had a pretty saturated ground at that point. I don't think it's similar in that regard. But we're gonna have a lot of winds. That's kind of the bottom line. And by Thursday afternoon, the winds pick up by us pretty much across the area. It seems like some spots in the higher areas of the White Clouds and Lost Rivers could see gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour. And that's going to pick up again for Saturday. Looking at storm totals for the area, you can see it's really going to be well defined to elevation bands of the southern or northern Smokies up into the Sawtooth. The storm system's pretty much coming from west to east, so that's going to really affect that range the most. You know, the MBM model is saying we could have over 3 feet of snow by Saturday. So we'll see what happens. That's pretty crazy. I feel like coming out of the woods and then seeing models like this, I was like, oh, winter is back. Besides the temperatures, but we never really had the temperatures this year. Today in town, it's going to be fairly chilly in the mid 40s, but that's going to start to increase to through Friday. Going to have a slight decrease with a cold front coming through Friday night. But then next week, we could have some above normal temperature or some record breaking temperatures Wednesday. So we'll keep an eye out for that. So rain in the valley. This is coming through as a weak AR3 hitting the Oregon and Washington coast with that zonal flow. I kind of want to look at these. I got a lot to catch up on this morning, so bear with me. Looking at bench lakes in the Sawtooth, this is gonna get slammed with moisture, pushing over 2 inches of water by Saturday, maybe even 3. That's a lot of water. It's gonna be kind of wet and heavy snow, so you're gonna have to get up higher elevation to find that colder snow. And when you go high, it's going to be pretty wind scoured. So it's not ideal conditions, but it's going to be snowing. I think if you're out in it, it's definitely going to be, yeah, it could be fun. But this bench is going to be picking up about a healthy 2 feet of snow by the end of this. And more as you go up in elevation. Titus is going to do about the same. That SWE is going to look a little bit, or that density is going to look a little lighter as you're higher elevation. And when we look at down the Pios, they're just not getting anything out of the storm. A little weak system. I just wanted to take a quick glance at our snowtail sites in the Intermountain or the Central Mountains. You can still see Vienna and Galena Summit is sitting right around 100%. So with those little storms in February and March, kind of held us there. All the low snowtail sites are still reporting well below normal with lots of rain. I don't even know how many rain events we had. Looking in the snowpack this weekend for level 1, there was lots of hard gray strips. But yeah, I just wanted to pull up this one and take a look at Galena Summit. Black line is our current season, so you can see we had that little bump here in the beginning of February, next bump on the 16th, and then our little March storm. So we're just sticking to the high side of the normal, but just barely. So we'll see if we can keep going there before peak winter happens kind of mid to late April.